Welcome back to another Pontiac video. It's a Saturday for a change because plans kind of went all different. And ShopDog says, okay, the French fry guy's here. Pixie's here. What on earth are we going to do? He doesn't know.
You know, I got an idea. These are the old sill plates. We're going to cut carpet and put those in. I also brought back, this was some of the interior trim. This goes up the side between the front door and the back door. We'll put this back in because we'll need that in for carpeting. This is the piece that goes over the top. We're color matching some paint here, so we'll get this cleaned up. The 2 screws we found in one of the boxes yesterday goes with that. We got a whole ton of parts to go through. Ooh.
And cookies.
Pumpkin cookies.
Oh, that's Ollie's favorite. You got to bribe the inspector.
Ollie the inspector. So we've got all sorts of things. We've got carpet tape for carpeting today. We're going to check out some console stuff. That's a little console pocket.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a place to drop your phone where it doesn't slide under a seat.
That's
your lugs.
That's the lugs for the stereo. We've got a couple of unopened boxes. We should have some ground wire, crimp. We should have a couple of sizes of different cup holders. So lots of stuff here to play with today.
Ollie's checking on something else.
What do you see back there?
I don't know. And during this time, the Honda Fit's coming back up for a little bit more work because the car that was supposed to be here today is not here and isn't coming here right now. So, you know, we are where we are. All right, Inspector Ollie, the shop dog, has said I need to come and film an update real quick because I am working in the other room, but...
So we got all the tape off. See all the chrome. This looks really, really nice. One of the things that we wanted to check out was, first of all, we were able to find reproduction shifter markings, but we don't have a slider. And if you're working on a Camaro or something, there's a bracket that holds the plastic slider so that as your shifter goes back and forth, it
looks like it might slide on here.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what we just found out, is that when we put this in, and we won't snap this in, it'll go down a little bit lower. When you look at the gap, I think we can take something like maybe a 4th gen Camaro slider and just sandwich it in.
Yeah, that black plastic guy.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go anywhere. But the other thing that we're doing last week with our bigger cups, this is a smaller cup. This barely fits a Coke
That's
can.
too small.
Too small. We measured back to this piece of tape if we wanted to put 2 cups in. And we found this. This is Toyota Tacoma. This is a reproduction. This looks like that's going to fit width and lengthwise perfect in there. And then put the 2 cups in.
Gee,
here.
what would it do? Oh, it might hold your phone.
So here was the thing. Aaron, you asked about PowerPoints, and we've got a couple of options here. Underneath here, it's shallow because this is where the lock goes. So there's an option to maybe trim away some of the metal and put them in like this, right? So they'd sit flush here. Or we were talking about if this is too shallow, might be able to make this a little deeper and then put them in the bottom. Neighbor Jeff had an idea where he said, rather than that, put them in on the side so that when you plug things in, you plug in here on the side rather than straight down.
That becomes an exercise of dancing around the cup holder.
Yeah, and that was, you know, depending on how low you can make this, you might miss it.
Do you actually care about PowerPoints anymore versus USB? Yeah. It is still good to have at least one PowerPoint.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, I really like this because, you know, USB and this is aux for the stereo. I really like that. And anymore these days, everything is going USB power. So if I were to choose, well, where's the other?
I would choose both.
Go something like this. All right, this one is both here. You know, do a setup like this.
Yeah, no, show them the back of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, you know, 12 volts.
So rather than this setup here, which is, this is made to, you know, your iPod into your stereo, you can still wire that up for power, but this one here is definitely power. So you end up running something, you know, something like this side by side.
Plus, we can probably hide a few in other places, too.
Exactly.
Particularly since we're going to have this and that aftermarket radio face here. We can come up with some other spots. Plus, remember, up in the ashtray that we don't have, we were planning to put PowerPoints up there as well.
Those will be here.
So there'll be a couple up high as well.
Got to go down a little bit for that. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is this space here, depending on where that screen gets mounted, might be able to put a couple of PowerPoints here as well.
Yeah, so it really comes down to making sure that I've got 25 amps available for PowerPoints.
Up front, and whether it gets drug back to here.
Well, I have a circuit dedicated to it, and it's a 25 amp circuit.
Perfect.
Because I don't want to use the cigarette lighter circuit for that.
I agree. That's a good idea.
So, all right. See, ShopDog wasn't wrong. They've got the new battery tray, but they've discovered some problems there. So they're going to be grinding. And while they're doing that, we're in here trying to figure out how on earth we're going to change these bushings. So, the fuel system, well, we got part of the exhaust out of our way. We really don't want to monkey with the fuel system. So we're getting ready to pop this cover. We can pop the shocks now that the axle is supported because, you know, we're here. We had it higher, obviously, to take the tires off, but I never like to leave this thing any higher than it has to be because things can't follow any further than that. So these shocks are getting replaced anyway. One of them at least leaked and the other one bounced. So, and their shock bolts are not in the best of shape. So we're gonna go ahead and pop those. See if we can pop the ABS sensors from inside, because if we can, that wouldn't be bad. Just to make sure, because we know they're not free. So we'll get back on this while he's getting ready to monkey with that battery tray. I was asked to take a peek. Hey, you can see where that is, but you can see this one too. Yes, you can. So now he's just got to center punch them and drill them out. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it with a little WD-40. And
yeah, and some prayers. Yeah, ShopDog says, hey, what about me? Okay, let's check up on their work here.
There you go. It's in. Ground it all out. There's a bolt that goes in back here.
Yeah, from the wheel side.
But yeah, it's in and it's pretty solid.
Yeah, that sure beats monkeying around making one.
Yep.
Right, let's see if these guys are up to no good in here on the Pontiac. Okay. Well, I don't see neighbor Jeff.
So here's what we're doing. You know, we were playing with this dimension, and Pix has been online looking for something that maybe works a little bit better, and she found a butter dish.
Well, it doesn't matter that it's butter.
And
It can be whatever you want.
Chrome, flip it over.
It has a lip on it.
It's $15. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
That's
So
what I
it'll work
said.
for something.
Throw it in the cart, throw it over. So anyway, we got underneath the hood, we got brake clean on there. We're gonna put some rust stuff on there, and then this is done. We're getting ready to move on to put some carpet in.
Perfect. Okay, take a break from the fit for a second. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Inspector Ollie is, oh, he's real nervous because she's got scissors. So he knows he can't undo it. What are you doing, ShopDog? No, she's trimming down for the back seat. Okay. Luckily, we keep old carpet, so it looks like she's going to need some chunks out of there. They are, yeah, because, see, she's got to make a little angle that goes here. Now, for now, they're going to be putting the old ones back in the car because they're so easily damaged. But if you recall, he does have the new ones. And no, they're not blue. That's a protective film. I literally got that comment.
Did you really?
Yes, the first time you showed them. They're not blue. It's a protective film. Yeah, I deleted that comment. Because I think it was somebody being a smartass.
Oh, okay, good.
But it might have been Harlan, actually. So, he's still working in here. Looking a lot better.
It's cleaned
Remember,
up. Remember,
this isn't a restoration. This isn't a show car. We want it to be a toy car that's fun.
Wait, it's not a show car?
God, no. Who would want to do that to themselves? Okay. All right, so she's got one cut. It's not seamed yet, but you can see why you got to do that. So when you open the door, you don't see underneath the seat. So I think right now she's mapping a cut in the one on the other side, and then she will fine-tune them once she's happy. Having the old ones really helped. Ooh, time to squeeze-a. Gotta have the right tool.
See if that one's tight enough.
The best thing to do, if that one's a sample that you're just testing, go clamp that in a vise and yank.
Yeah.
I mean, don't yank with all your muscles, but I mean, you know, hopefully you already had slid your heat shrink on there.
Yeah, this was all just a test.
Okay. No, they are working out where these two wires can sit so they can put the seat in.
You want to see the seam?
Yep, let's take a look at the seams. Oh, yeah, once you vacuum that, well, actually, no one will notice it anyway if you don't point it out. No, that looks great.
Most of that's going to be covered. All you're going to be able to see is that little bit.
No, that's going to work out great. Sweet. All right, guys, get cracking. Come on, why isn't that seat in there?
Now you sound like Jeff.
ShopDog just doesn't understand why this car isn't heading to Culver's to get some French fries. Been summoned into the dusty car zone. Look at that. Look at you just chilling in the back seat.
It's nice to be sitting in the back seat.
How does that feel, Pix? Because we can raise the seat up. We can't really lower it much, but we could raise it a little if you needed.
Well, it depends on, he has to fit on your knees. So.
It's fine. It's good.
I think that looks amazing. Yeah, and you like the space to the console. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to look really nice.
I think that shifter mechanism's got to move over just a little bit. It feels like it's just...
Well, yeah, but it's got alignments. You know, we can do some aligning. No, that looks really nice. Let me come see from this side. Oh, I'm the one who positioned the seats. I've been in these where they used to topple over backwards. Oh, yeah.
You're all the way back, too.
Oh, plenty of room. Harlan could sit in here. He'd complain, but he could.
And I got a bunch of room back here. I mean, I got lots of room. You're all the way back, and I can put my hand back here and everything.
Jeez, this is going to be so awesome. We're going to have to schedule a different time for these bushings. They're not going to come out easily, so we're going to wind up either burning or cutting them out. So on the upside, we know how to get this axle drop now, and we could probably do it in 40 minutes. So we're just getting her all back together. I'm just waiting on that one to bleed real quick, and we should be good. Pixie and Kate are finishing up the shocks in there. Diesel's sitting in here just watching TV through a dirty windshield, drinking a dark fada. Look at those seats. This is really cool.
This is kind of like going to the drive-in movies.
Yeah. The important thing is, are you happy with the way this is coming out?
This is so kick-ass. I'll tell you, this is really, really nice.
I think this is going to be a pretty fun car when we're done.
I would agree.
All right, what do we say?
Thanks for watching.